How's it going, North 64? What's everybody up to tonight? No, it was just about late here. I had a buddy shoot me a deer. Well, I don't even know it. It was a buck, anyways. He shot me a deer a couple nights ago, so I'm taking that to the butcher tomorrow morning. Gonna have that cut up, so I had to get that loaded in the back of my truck just a couple minutes ago, and I had to eat supper. But we're here, we made it on time. Yeah, so that deer, we're gonna get that cut up into, how's it going, Jeff Craig? Gonna get that going into, we're gonna get steaks out of the back straps. We're gonna get the inside loins whole, and then a couple roasts, and the rest will be burger. So what we're gonna have it cut into is Amish Butcher anyways, not too far from here. Only charges $85, so I figured, why not? And I explain everything too, and I got a video coming up on Wednesday talking about the deer a little bit. Don't show it a whole lot in the video. It's got its head lopped off, and obviously it's been gutted, so that type of image isn't for everybody on YouTube, I suppose. I'll probably get demonetized for it anyways, but what are you up to tonight, Jeff? We wanted to get some like summer sausage or snack sticks made out of it too, but couldn't beat the price of $85. I think they got a lot of availability right now too. It's their first year, and the guy seems pretty happy that I even called him, so I don't think he's getting a lot of customers being his first year and all. And I know a lot of the other ones that do the sticks and the summer sausage and stuff. I think they're pretty well booked. Small crowd so far. Yeah, I only got a few in here. I didn't take to social media this week. I didn't have time to really promote the live stream. Normally I go ahead of time and say, hey, the live stream's starting in a half hour or an hour or something, just to kind of remind people. But I didn't have time to do that. I've been busy here the last hour or so. That's all right. Some of them will remember and they'll join. Sometimes, a lot of times people join right as we're ending it. So if you guys are watching the repeat of this after it uploads on YouTube, 6 o'clock Central Time every Monday night, we do a live stream. Nobody's really said one way or another whether they like the 6 o'clock Monday time or not. If a different day would work, I'm guessing weekends would work better, but nobody's really said. So this is what we're going to stick with for now. Something too with the live streams is, since I've been doing the live streams again, like we used to do them a lot a while ago, and then we quit doing them for a long time. When we started to back up, it seems like my videos haven't been being suggested by other videos on YouTube, which means nothing to you guys, but that's really detrimental to the channel. And then the live streams haven't been monetized, so I'm not getting paid off the live streams. Not that they bring me in a lot of money anyways, but they're not being monetized for no particular reason. If you guys have been in here and watched the live streams, you'll know that we keep it PG. I don't understand what the issue is. Maybe they don't like that beard, I don't know. Gonna do any cold weather grilling vids this winter? Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll do some. Technically, the last couple we've done have been fairly cold weather, in the 30s at least. But yeah, we'll do some cold weather ones. I always make pork butt burn ends for New Year's. We could do a video on that. I got to make ribs at some point this winter. I ain't gonna wait until next spring to make a lot of things again. Um, Problem is most of the things that I do on the smoker is stuff that I've already made videos on. So if you guys got some ideas of something you'd like to see me make on the smoker, let me know. I've done ribs and pork butt into burnt ends and pulled pork. Something I could do is a brisket, but that'd have to be like for Christmas. We already got everything all planned out for Thanksgiving around here, so that'd have to be for like Christmas, just so I got people over to eat it. And there's some picky eaters too, so they might not even want it. But yeah, I've done chicken, ribs, pulled pork, burnt ends. I've done chicken like 3-4 times on the channel. Maybe like a tri-tip or something at some point. I don't know. Maybe something with venison. I've done venison burnt ends on the channel. Season to smoke a turkey. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I've done whole chickens before though, and it just like they got an over smoked flavor to them, so I wasn't like a huge fan of smoking chickens. So I'm kind of worried that the turkey would turn out the same way, and I don't want a bad turkey to serve everybody, the whole family on Thanksgiving. My mom and dad were over to my brother's house at least a month ago now, and they had smoked turkey. My brother made it, and they said it was really good. And so, I mean, it's worth a shot, anyways. But I kind of want to, I'd like to do one on my own, as like a test or a practice run before everybody's over to eat it for Thanksgiving. I deep fry a turkey, but I don't know that I'm going to do that this year. I've deep fried a turkey for quite a few years in a row now. I bet you it's probably been 6-8 years. I've been deep frying a turkey every year, at least one. Sometimes we do 2 a year for Thanksgiving. But yeah, I don't know that I'm going to do that this year. My mom, she bought the turkey this year for Thanksgiving, and when she buys the turkey, she buys huge ones, and those are hard to deep fry. She buys like the 21, 22 pounders, and the standard turkey fryer, by the time you get the oil where it's supposed to be at the actual level, and then enough oil to just cover the bird, it's only inches from the lid of the turkey fryer, and then you got oil splashing up all over the place and making a mess. Plus, it's dangerous, that oil's splashing close to that open flame. That recipe for disaster. And I always do it in my garage too. I ain't gonna sit outside in the cold and do it, which I know is dangerous, and you're not supposed to do that, but that's how I do it. Never had an issue, but yeah, the big turkeys they definitely make it more dangerous. And last year, I think it was last year, I did a big turkey in there, and it just stained the crap out of my garage floor, that oil splashing all over. You cold smoke a turkey and roast it in the oven? Okay, that sounds good. I've had cold smoked turkey before, and it's really good. Greg's Country Cabin Outdoors just left a thumbs down comment. I don't know what that means. Means you don't like the video, or you don't like what we're talking about? I guess that kind of goes hand in hand. You make it, I'll watch it. Yeah, my old workplace used to deep fry turkey the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It was so good. One year we fried the grass, then we put cardboard down. Yeah, I've done that before. I just didn't do it last year, and I'll have to find some. I do have a big sheet of cardboard. I guess I could use. I bought a big TV when we bought this house, and I had the box laying underneath the deer that my buddy just shot me the last few days, but I still have a big piece of cardboard from the inside of it. down in the basement yet that I could put under it, just to kind of keep the cement from getting stained. You do a hindquarter on the grill every year from a deer, I assume you're talking, Kenny? Do you brine it? That's one thing that I wish I had done when I did the burnt ends video. I had, I don't know if you guys have watched the video or not. It's been a while now since I uploaded it. But, yeah, I wish I had brined. I did a few old venison roasts that we had in the freezer or whatever. I did a few of those and then cubed them up, but I wish I'd brined them. They ended up being kind of dry and tough. They weren't bad when they were real hot, but once they cooled down just a little bit, they're really dry and tough. Okay, you wrap it in bacon. Yeah, that'll get some moisture into it. I've done venison ribs before too. Just because somebody told me once that they're really good. So I did a rack of venison ribs one time. Definitely not worth it. You just get a little sliver of meat here and there. Really, really, really good flavor. But yeah, just the amount of meat that you get off an entire rack is not enough to choke a bird. So yeah, I'd kind of steer away from that. Apple juice, maple syrup, and spices in the brine before smoking. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll look into smoking the turkey. I've seen some posts on Facebook. I'm a member of a bunch of the barbecuing pages on there, and people were looking for advice. So I was kind of reading some of the comments the other day, and I seen comments, tips about it. People smoking them for basically what you would do in the oven at like 325, 350 degrees for say 3 hours. That's not bad at all. That's definitely doable. All I have here right now is hickory wood though too. I don't know how hickory would be on turkey. Probably wouldn't be too bad. I assume you probably, like in my offset Oklahoma Joe smoker, I probably have to rotate the turkey around too, just because if you're running at 325 or 350 degrees, one side of the turkey's obviously going to get done faster than the other side of the turkey, and the skin's going to get brown and crispy on the one side, so I assume I'd have to rotate it at least once. Yeah, it could be good though. Maybe I will try that. I'll have to look though. I mean, that turkey my mom bought is a big one. I assume it'd fit in there, but they probably wouldn't go in the way you'd think. You'd stick it right in, with the legs facing you or something. You might have to put it sideways in there. I could probably do it on my kettle too. My electric smoker is still out of commission. That thing's been broken down for a couple years now. I think it's got a blown fuse, but I haven't really looked into it. I never remember until it comes time for me to want to use the thing, then I look into it. I think I actually did, and I don't even know that it's a fuse, but I did look up, try to find fuses for it online, and I couldn't find anything. So turkeys are huge for a smoker. Okay. Something else new. It snowed a little bit here this morning. I'm not sure what time it started, but it lasted till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. And I got all excited because it was actually accumulating in the driveway. Got all excited. I wanted to get out and use my new rider and snowblower attachment. So I don't know, a month ago or so, I got this head mount in the mail for my camera, and got out in the driveway and snowblowed the whole thing. Was recording. Got in the house, went to look at the footage. I had the camera facing the wrong direction the whole time, so all you could see is the top of my head the whole time I was snowblowing. So that was kind of a fail. I really wanted to show you guys too for the very first time of me using it, but that didn't work. Actually, I did it twice today. The second time was just doing the grader rows though, because the first time I did it, I did it before the plow trucks came through, and then the plow trucks came through right before the parents were going to pick up. So yeah, to get out and do it again. That thing really shoots though. I was only taking, like I was cruising down the front of the house though, and taking the grader out in front of the yard, the grader roll out in front of the yard, and so I was only taking maybe a foot off the edge of the blacktop, and we probably only had like 2 to 3 inches here anyways, and that thing shoots, and it's wet heavy snow too, and that thing was probably shooting 30 feet. So yeah, it was pretty impressive. I really like it so far. Didn't have any issues so far with the not having wheel weights. The only thing I didn't like, and it being a wet heavy snow, is it didn't clean out very good at the end. I let it run for a few seconds after I'd got done doing it, and try to get all the stuff cleaned out of it so it's not freezing in there solid for next time to use it. But I did that, and I forgot to kind of inspect it after I was done, and then I just went out to the garage a little while ago to throw that deer in the back of my truck, and had tons of snow packed in there yet. So luckily it's going to be warm here in a few days. I didn't even have to snow blow at all. But yeah, it's going to be back up in the 50s on Thursday, so, and a bunch of days in the 40s. Three-stage, Kenny. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's a three-stage. I know that. I don't know if that means how many like propellers are in there. I'm guessing. I have no idea. Who's ready for gun hunting season? I'm sure everybody. Getting ready for ice fishing too. This hasn't been like most years for me because I've been off work. Normally I work with people that have really got me amped up for ice fishing. Like I work with, you guys have seen them in the videos before too. So I've been working with those guys anyways for years, and it starts even getting a little bit cool outside in the fall time. All we start talking about is ice fishing for months, and then by the time ice fishing gets here, we're amped to go. And this year I don't really have that, and I'm kind of worried about who I'm actually going to be able to ice fish this year. Um, everybody else is working still. My dad, he's not big into ice fishing, not like I am, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not as amped for it, but I'm starting to get the itch a little more here as time passes by. Thinking the last few years we've been on the ice already. I don't even know what the date is, the 16th or something. And yeah, we were out, the 11th, 12th, the last couple years. So we're definitely behind. As you guys seen, I got the shop all set up down there in the basement. I got to get my augers down there yet. All ready to go. I got to get my tip-ups brought in the house. I got to go through my jaw jackers. That's going to be, I want to try getting on those brown trout again heavy this year. That might be actually one of the first ice fishing videos that I come out with is jaw jackers for brown trout. That lake that's got those brown trout that we go to, I know a lot of people that have caught really, really big trophy brown trout out of there. But the last couple of years, I've been hearing that people aren't catching those out of there anymore. People caught all the big ones and kept them. So I don't know. I've caught a few out of there, and I think the biggest one I've caught has been 20 inches. But I know several people that have caught like 30 inches. So hopefully we can get another big one. I really want to mount one. I want to catch something to mount this year. I've been saying that for several years now. I'm too picky, I guess, when it comes to mounting fish. I've caught multiple fish over my life that I should have mounted and I never did. I know I could do a replica mount. I've got pictures and stuff of my fish, but yeah, those are really expensive, I believe. A lot more expensive than a regular mount. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. I fish close by. Uh, by where I'm at, yeah. I fish I'm on the Chetek chain here. I'm 2 blocks from boat landing right now. But yeah, I fish the Chetek chain a little bit. There's a couple lakes down off 40 in Chippewa Rusk County that I fish, Long Lake being one of them. That's like my good walleye lake. You don't get huge ones out of there, but I usually catch good numbers out of there. Depends on where you fish, though, too. You ain't gonna go out there and slaughter walleyes at every spot. You gotta know the right spots. But the Chetek chain here is getting really good for walleye fishing. Some of my buddies stock it every year, and then the state of Wisconsin stocks it on the odd years. It's getting really good. They're usually the same price. Okay. I'm driving home right now, but I'll be home in like 3 minutes and I can talk. Okay. Sounds good, Wisconsin Outlook. We got about 10 minutes left here, and we're going to hang her up. So yeah, I'm starting to get the itch to go ice fishing again. If any of you guys want to come fish this winter too, hit me up. I got all the free time in the world now, so let me know. I was hoping Kyle, I gotta contact him at some point and see if he wants to do like a meetup this year. He used to fish up by Wolf's Den by the aerators. It's an excellent crappie spot. And I'm not afraid to put that on the video here because everybody knows it. You just go to Prairie Lake and you go find the City of Shacks. And yeah, really good crappie spot right before dark. People do really well up there. The whole north side of Prairie Lake is pretty good. The south side, nobody really fishes. It's not nearly as good, but the whole north side of Prairie Lake, there's some good walleye fishing up there too. Yeah, if you get up by the aerators though, like off Veterans Park, Wolf's Den, that area, it's good fishing. The whole chain is getting really good too. 10 miles, good. Pokegama. A lot of people do well on bluegills off Pokegama. One of my favorite lake to fish at that you can't get access to, or there's access to it, but you can't drive on it. There's no boat landing. You can't get any vehicle on it, let alone a 4-wheeler or snowmobile or anything. You got to walk it. That's down off Highway 42, 40 also, and yeah, I'm probably gonna hit that lake some more this winter. I just hope I don't have to do it all by myself. You know, I don't like ice fishing by myself. It's not so bad being able to sit in the truck and just watch flags, but you know, actually venturing out on the ice and putting up a shack. I don't even have a shack right now, so if I'm gonna go out to that lake this year and it's by myself, I'd have to wait for a really warm day to do it. Yeah, see, you know where I'm talking. Pine Lake. You from around here, North 64? Where are you at? You're just north of Bloomer? Wisconsin Outlook. We can fish somewhere halfway between us this winter. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I was just down in Bloomer. I gotta go down to Bloomer again tomorrow, actually. Dog's chasing his tail over here. Yeah, and also there's, you know, I'm sure there's fishing contests all over, but there's a big one here in my hometown. I know there's one in Rice Lake. I think Kyle, Wisconsin fisherman, I think he goes to every year. Between you and Dan is by me, Kenny. Yeah, maybe we'll fish right on Pike Lake, wherever that is. some of the little lakes in the county forest are good. Yeah. Riley Lake, if you know that one. My buddy, I've been out there a couple times with him, and we didn't do the best. We caught a couple little bass on tip-ups, but he's been out there and he's caught tons of bluegill off that lake. I'm gonna have a brain fart now, and there's another little lake down there that's like way down in this valley. That's got trout in it. Not gonna think of the name of it. I've always wanted to fish it, but I never have. Then you have to figure out where we're fishing. You can be our guide, Kenny. Yep. Guide Kenny. Bass Lake and Town Line. I don't know that one. I know there's a Bass Lake just outside of town here. I do videos out there too. Like all my tip-up videos basically where we catch a lot of pike and stuff in them. There's a little Bass Lake just outside of town here. I go there because we get a lot of flags there. Usually makes for a decent video. You know, I go up Pine Lake. You know, you get a chance at a nice northern out there, but you know, you don't get the numbers. And this is probably the first year in quite a long time that I haven't really been excited for any new equipment. You know, for quite a few years there, I was first getting into ice fishing, and I was buying new things. I mean, a lot of times I'd go out and buy the big stuff right away, like my first auger and Vexlars I've had and stuff like that. And then, you know, obviously tip-ups. And you know, even up to last year, I was excited for my pistol bit and the drill, and I had some new beaver dam tip-ups. I've never ran beaver dam tip-ups really before last year, so I was pretty excited for that. This year, I haven't bought anything. I can't really think of anything that I need or want. I kind of need a shack, but I don't really use them when I have them. You guys know that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me use a shack in one of my videos because I never use them. Usually just tip-up fish most of the time, or, you know, last year. That was another thing. Last year I got jaw jackers too, and I was real excited about those. I guess I kind of still am. I only got to use them a few times last winter. Brown trout fishing, and yeah, so I still got those. I am kind of excited to go out brown trout fishing again. But that's just it. Like if I go out by myself, I really like to go for a walleye, and I don't like to go for, you know, night fishing by myself. It just, the boredom, you know, if you're having a slow night or something, just sitting out there by yourself, the boredom. It's nice to have somebody to BS with while you're sitting out there. So, and then for pike, you know, I can go to lakes and catch a lot of little ones, and it's hard to record by myself for videos for you guys. That's one big issue. And then another one too, I could just go to one of the lakes here in town and try to catch a monster. Not gonna make for a very interesting video because I go out there 100 times and maybe not catch one, you know, catch anything decent. Because I'll be putting on big minnows and stuff going for a big one. Dog sounds hungry? Yeah, he's chasing his tail again. I don't know if you can hear that. I might try to get lithium battery for the Helix, but otherwise it's just getting more rods and another Ice Fish Pro. Me and a buddy want to try camping on the ice over weekend this winter. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sleeper shacks. I've always kind of wanted to go up to like Lake of the Woods too and rent a shack up there. You know, another thing that we might do this winter, it's a possibility, is go up to Canada, Lake Winnipeg, southern part there, catch some walleyes. Yeah, that's why I take the kid with. I bought him all his ice fishing gear last year, so he doesn't have to use mine. Yeah. yeah, that's just it. I've got so much equipment. I could take the whole city block here for ice fishing if I wanted to, but I have to take my daughter out. I mean, I'll be able to fish with my wife this winter too. We'll have time to go on the weekends. Probably be able to hit up the ice fishing tournament. You know, I always worked weekends, so yeah, it definitely gives me some more free time. My brother says the Bay de Noc is a really fun destination. Yeah, I've heard that. Seen some videos on it. But all right, guys, we're over our time limit here by a little bit. So thanks for everybody for stopping in. Um, we'll be back again Monday, 6 o'clock next week. We're doing them every week, coming out with new videos every 2 days. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and share the videos if you'd like to. YouTube's not been sharing my videos and not recommending them lately. So if you want to share them on different forms of social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever have you, it'd be great to help. You don't have to, but it'd be a help. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.